Hello everyone, very good evening. Just a minute.
Hi, how are you? How is everybody in your family?
Yeah, all good.
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay.
and guys, so we'll start now. Okay.
Yeah.
Before going, so let's recap. So what we have discussed in the last session. So what we have done. So first we saw that how to work with the user stage, right? Then so we are working with how to work with table stage area, right? So user stage, we have a restriction. User is Snowflake 5 here, right? We have a restriction for other users. Other users cannot able to see the files, whatever the files we are going to keep it in our stage area. Now, so next we discussed about the table stage. When it is coming to the table stage, whatever the tables we created, so this table stage area, it's only applicable for this tables only. It means other tables we cannot able to use this particular stage area, right? So if you observe here, this is a table and then this is other stage area. If you try to implement this, it will throw error because one table stage so cannot be used for another table. So this one. So that is a restriction for the table stage. Now, if you have any security reasons, if you want to implement user stage or table stage, then only we will use this. Otherwise, we won't use, right? Okay. Now let's come to named stage here. So we have user stage, we discussed table stage, we discussed the same way we have named stage. We're going to discuss about the named stage now. Here, when we are using named stage, there is no restriction. There is no restriction. It means any user can able to use this, and any table we can use this. Any table, so we can able to use the stage area. Once we keep the file in named stage, any user, any table can be used, and we don't have any restriction here. And user stage and named stage, what we have done, we created, we didn't created manually. User stage, when you the user is available, user stage is available. When you observe list at the red tilt, you can see that when the table we created, table stage will be available, no need to create anything. But when it is coming to named stage, so we need to create named stage, we need to create manually, then only the stage will be named stage will be created. And we can use this for internal. We will discuss this what it means by that internal and external based on requirement, and use this for a internal stage as well as external stage. So once we created a named stage, internal means if your file is available in your local system or on premises. So then, so what we are doing, so we have a files here. If you observe, so we are keeping the files here in this particular like location. So this is our internal. Suppose if the files is available in cloud, it can be available in so Google Cloud or or Amazon or S3, then we will call it as a external. External. Suppose if I keep some files in Google Drive, and then if I share it to you, I have given only read only access. Then if you want to access, you will go to the drive and then you have to see that. Right? You cannot able to download it to your local. It is available in a cloud. Right? So that is nothing but a external stages. That is the example. Now let's come to this. So named stage, how to work with a named stage. So we will see that. So by using name stage. named stage we need to create. We need to create, and we can this one any user can able to use any table. You can able to use the named stage. There is no restriction, right? Okay, and we can use it for internal as well as external stages. And name stage have some properties. It have some properties. So when we are working with a name stage, it is having some properties. We will see that what are the properties it will be available in a named stage. First, so the requirement is here we have files here, right? The same way we will take the same files, and then we will load those files into our Snowflake tables, by using named stage, by using named stage. Now let's come here. So here, so first, so we will go to the name stage, then we will see how to unload the data by using get command. Okay, first come to the named stage. So see this one, what we need to do, create a replace stage. Come to this, create a replace stage. This is the stage name. You can use this, so database name and schema name. Otherwise, if you are already in the database, already in the schema, no need to mention. Okay, create stage. This is a stage name. Stage name is named stage. We are mentioning a stage name as a named stage here. When you mention this, see this one, we are creating a stage. We created a stage. When you created a stage, if you want to see that stage, list at the rate. For the user stage, what we have used, at the rate tilt. For the table stage, at the rate percentage, right? At the rate percentage is the table stage. So this one, this is the table stage. And then for this, just we will use at the rate stage name. You are going to use at the rate stage name. Then it will represent named stage here. Now we created a named stage, and then you can give any name here. Just for the identification, we are giving the named underscore stage. We can give any name here. Okay, observe this, stage area is available, and this particular named stage having some properties also. If you observe, describe stage, what is the stage name, named stage, right? Just observe this, type stage name means it will give you, these are the default properties which is available for the name stage. See this one, so from this some of the properties we are using, like record delimiter, and then field delimiter comma, type csv, right? See this one, so field optionally enclosed. And so we have force, we will discuss all these things, force, truncate column, enforce length, url means if the file is available in other locations, and then enable, right? The purge command, so on error, all these options are available. We will see in the next session so how to implement this validation options. When we are working with the validation options, we will see so some of the commands from this particular file format properties. These are the file format properties, and then these are the default values. These are the default values. If you observe here, see this one, these are the default values, so you can able to see that. Okay, let it be, we will come to this again. When we created a stage contains also what are the properties it will be available, you can able to see that. But in the stage, if you observe, see this one, it's a empty, we don't have any file here, we don't have any file here. Now let's come to this, what we need to do. If you want to load the data into the table, we need a table structure. The table should be available here. So let's create a table here. Now we are creating a table, create table, a table name. Now this is the table name, emp underscore named underscore stage. So here, so for easy identification, we are giving for, we are using this for a named stage, we are giving the same extension. So now, so column names, data types. Column names, data type, ID, integer, name, salary, age, and location. Now we are going to create a table. Now once table is created, then table is available here. Table is available here. Now we need to load the data from this particular location. This is an internal stage where we kept the files from this particular location to this particular table. To this particular table. To load this, we cannot load directly the files, right? We need to keep that in a stage area. Now observe this. So what is the purpose of the stage? So we can understand clearly. Now, to keep the files in the stage area, what we have to do, we created a named stage. Most of the time when we are working in projects, we will use named stage. If you have any restrictions, then only you will go with a user stage, then only you will go with a table stage. Otherwise, you will go with named stage only because there is no restriction. Now, what I had done, we created a table. We created table. Whatever the file we need to load, that particular file, we need to keep it in this particular stage. Now to do that, what we have to do, we have to use a put command, right? Come here, let's give the put command. We will modify this put, and then this is the path, right? This is the path. Then so this is the stage name. What is the stage name here? At the rate, so which stage we created? At the rate named stage. We need to copy that into this particular stage. At the rate stage name, and this is the path. This is the path. This path, so we need to mention where our file is available. Now come here, the path will be here. What you have to do to copy the path, hold your shift button and right click, copy as a path. Come here, we will modify it here. This is the path. From here, we don't require double quotes. Just copy till here. From here to here, just change the path. Now what it will do in this command? So it is going to pick the file from this particular location, and then it will keep that particular file from this path into this particular stage area. So that is the syntax for the, so keeping the file into our stage area put command, right? So when you are running this put command, what will happen? It will not work in UI, user interface. There is a restriction. To run this put command, where you have to go, we need to connect it to CLI, right? So now let's connect it to CLI, command line interface, or SnowSQL. Just I will open command prompt, and here what we have to type, SnowSQL space minus a account, and then account details. So where is our account details? Come here, from here to here. This is our account details. Okay. Now just right click and then enter. Now it is going to connect it to this particular account. SnowSQL minus a account space. This is account details. Let it connect. So then it will ask you the username and password. So once it is connected, what we are going to do here, we are going to execute this put command. Then what it will do, from this particular path, it will pick the file and then it will load it into this particular named stage area. Once the file is available in this named stage, then what you have to do, we need to load it into this particular table, right? For that, what we have to use, we have to use a copy command, right? Copy into the table. It is a table name here. This is the table name. Now let's copy into table from stage area. What is the stage we created? Stage name is named stage, right? This is the stage which we created. named stage, we can give from the rate stage area. This is the property, right? This is the default index file format CSV, and then skip header equal to 1. This is the default thing what we will give. Here it will pick the file from the stage, and then it will load the file into load that particular data into this particular table. Now if you observe the stage, so we didn't keep the file here, it's a empty, right? See this one, it's empty. Now to keep that, come to this, now connect it to Snowflake, then password, then just a minute. Okay, given wrong password, it seems. Snow SQL. Let's connect one more time. Okay, username is Snowflake 5. Snowflake 5 is the username. I given wrong. Let it connect. So why we are coming to the CLI, this particular one? So put command cannot be executed in our user interface. Not only the put command, get command also we cannot able to execute. We will see that also in this session. Get command, put command, why you are using? We are uploading the file into the stage area, right? Get command. So if you want to download the file, so then we are going to use get command. Here we are uploading there, so we are going to download. So already if available in the stage, if you want to download into your local system, then we will use get command. Let's connect. Okay, Snowflake 5, this is the username, then type the password. Now it's connected to by default compute warehouse. Now we'll use database name class, right? It's connected to this particular database now. So use database name. By default, it will not be connected. Here also what you have to do, when you come to the new worksheet, so we need to connect it to the database and then schema. See this one, new worksheet, you need to connect it to database and schema, right? Which database you have to work with, which schema you have to work with. Same way here, what we are doing, so we have connected to use database name. Now we are in class database public schema. Now here we have to execute our put command. Let's copy the put command. Same thing. Now right click, put this particular file from this particular path. Pick the file from this path and then keep it into this particular stage area, that is named stage. Named stage. So this one, the file has been uploaded. If you check list at the rate named stage, you can able to see the file. Now the file is available in the stage area. Now next, what is the next step? This still available in stage. From here, you can load it to our table. To do that, so we have copy command. So we can execute it from here, from UI, or we can execute it from here also. Both are same. Only the thing is, put will not support in UI. Remaining everything, whatever you are doing here, we can able to do it there also. Now come to this. Let's execute this one. Copy into, see this one. Already our file is available in this named stage. What we are going to do? We are copying into, this is the table. From where? From our stage area. This is named stage. Now observe this. When you are running this, it is going to copy the data copy the file data from that particular stage into this particular table loaded, right? Refresh it. 4 records picked, 4 records loaded. If you check the data here, named stage, you can able to see the data here, right? So one file we have loaded. Suppose this is only one file, right? If you want to load all the files, what you have to do? So here, instead of so one, you can give star, then it will pick all the files and it will load all the files into the same named stage area, right? We can able to do that. So when you are doing that, see this one again. So we are picking 1, 2, 3, all the 3 files which is available here, right? Already file 1 loaded. If you again, if you try to pick and then if you try to load the file which already loaded into the stage, it will be skipped, right? Remaining things it will be loaded. See this one, employee1.csv, it's already loaded. This is skipped. And remaining things, see this employee2.csv uploaded, 3.csv uploaded, right? Now again, if you try to execute this, all the 3 files is available here, it will skip. How it will check whether the file is available or not? It will compare with the file name. If you go to list, so this one, the MD5 function, it will compare with the file name, right? So both the things, it will make sure that the same file we are trying to load, and then it will ignore that particular file. Now how many files we have here? 3 files. We can able to load it to the table. If you want to load any specific files, so you can use a pattern command. Otherwise, if you want to load any, see this one, this particular thing we can use. Now coming to this, come to this one, the stage. This is the table. Copy into the table from the stage area. This is the stage area, right? And file format and pattern. Observe this. So this particular table from this particular stage, so we will load. If you execute only this, what will happen? It will load again. So one, it will try to load again 1, 2, 3. Already file 1 has been loaded. It will not load that particular file. And so if you want to load any specific file, so suppose let's observe this here. If you give employee3, employee3.csv.gz, observe this one, employee3.csv.gz, then it will load only this particular file into stage. So we can mention any specific file here. So which one, if you want to load only all the files, then you can command this. So only, so run till here. If you want to load any specific thing, you can use a pattern option. So within the single quotes, so dot star, this is the syntax, the file name. So where is the file name? This is employee3.csv.gz, right? Now if you run this, it is going to load only that particular file, third file, into this particular stage area. Now if you refresh it, the file 1 and file 3 loaded into named stage by using named stage. See this one? Okay. Why we are using named stage here? When we are using named stage, we don't have any restriction. It means any table can use this named stage. Any user can able to use the named stage. Now let's observe this. What it mean by that? For example, we will create the new table here. We will create a new table. We are creating emp named underscore test. This is a new table. Okay. We are going to create a new table with the same structure, column names and data types. Now when you observe, the table is created. See this one, emp named stage underscore test. The new table has been created. Okay, once we created a table, now already in this particular named stage, the file is available, right? Structure is same. We will try to load from that particular stage to this particular table. Observe this, stage underscore test. When you do this in our table stage area, this will not work, right? And when you use user stage, so you will not have access to the user stage for other users. But here there is no restriction. Now observe this, stage area is different, table is different, right? To this table, once you keep the file into the stage area, if you want to load the same file into multiple tables, then you can able to use this so particular syntax. See this one, at the rate stage, so to this particular table. Now observe this one, there is no restriction, right? See this, file has been loaded. How many files we have? Three files. All the three files loaded into this particular table. Now see this one, there is no restriction of the stage area. That's why when we are using, so normally we are going to use this particular table. So instead of table stage, this particular named stage we are going to use. Named stage we can use it for any table, and then any user also can able to use. Okay, this is the related to name stage. Now based on the requirement, so maybe we will use user stage or table stage or name stage, any one thing, but mostly we will use named stage. Okay, fine. Now we have a data here. Now if you observe one thing, let me show you in the test how many records we have. Around 12 records we have, right? We have around 12 records. Okay, this is fine. And one more thing, when you have these many records, from how many files the data has been loaded into the table? Three files, right? So three files available in this stage area, right? Now if you come here, see this, three files available in the stage area. All the three files loaded into the table, suppose. So this is one of the interview question. If they ask how to identify which record or which row came from which file. This is from three files. We want to understand which record is from which file. If you want to know that, for example, here we don't have any specific information. So let's say if you filter with India, you can able to see three records, right? These three records from where, which file it has been loaded, we don't know that specific information. We don't have, right? So if you type US here in the filter, so you can see three records again. These three records from which files the data came and then it has been loaded. So we don't have that specific information, right? If you want to know the information, so from the which file we are picking the data. If you want to know the file name here for the specific records, then we have a option called metadata. So option metadata row number and then file name you can use. Now let's create a new table. We can use the same stage area. Now come to here. We will create a table stage. When we are creating the table, not the stage table, EMP metadata, we are creating a new table. Along with the existing columns, observe this, new columns we are creating. One is file name, another one is file row number. File name, another one is file row number. We will create a table here. Now we have a table. Now when we have a table, already we have a data in this particular stage. We can use the same thing, right? No need to do it again and again. The same files, we need to load it into the different tables. That is possible, right? Okay, so no need to do it again from the scratch. It means, so again, so no need to go and then no need to execute a put command. Already the files is available here. We can so make use of these files and then we can load it into the respective tables. Okay, now we created a table here. we create a table with file name and a file row number. So we need to identify. Now when you are loading, so generally what we will do, we will use this one, right? We are going to use this. When you are implementing this, in the last session we saw that we have used, if you want to pick specific columns, what we have done, $1 and $2 we have used. $1 means, what it mean by that, column 1 from the stage area. $2 means column 2 from the stage area, right? $3 column 3, right? The same way here also what you need to do is, along with that, we are going to use metadata information. Now observe this one. What exactly we will do is, we will so load the data into this particular table from the stage area. Already in this stage our files is available, right? We can use the same stage, and when you are coming to that, see this one, same stage, alias name t we have given. This is alias name means the same. We are going to use this for the, this is this one, t dot $1. It means t means alias name is at the rate named stage. It means from this named stage, pick the $1 means column 1, $2 means column 2, $3 means column 3, right? Column 4, column 5. So why we are using this? We cannot use, we can use directly from the stage. Yes, but what additional thing we required is metadata file name, metadata $file name, metadata $file row number. This is from the backend, it will pick from the metadata information. It will pick the from the metadata information, and it will going to give what is the file name of this particular when it is loading. And then so what will be the file row number it contains in the backend in that particular file. So how many files rows we have, those many number of so numbers it will generate, and then it will load it into the table. When we are loading, we are loading into this table by using stage area, metadata file name, metadata $file row number. And then how many columns we required, we are mentioning all the columns. Now when you run this, see this one, how it is going to load. All the 3 files loaded into this particular table. Now if you check the data, select star from table, table name is this one. Observe this. You can able to see file name and row number. See this one, file name and then row number. This is for a identification. So you want to understand which, for example, here now if you search, see this one, this particular record. So 1009 is coming from employee2.csv, right? And then so 1012 is coming from employee3.csv. So file number is 4, file row number is 4, row number is 4 in that particular file. If you check, come to the file, open any specific file, any one file, and observe this one, 1 2 3 4, row number is 4, right? So let's say, so we'll check with us. So come here, and then yes, now just observe this one, file row number is 1. In the all the files, the row number is 1 for the US. So this record is from 1006 from, so row number 1, and then this is a file name. From this file, so we received this record. From this particular file, we received this record. If you want this information, then only we will go with this. Otherwise, generally we will load the file into the table just for the interview purpose. Just so understand. So, but so generally when we are loading the data, we want so keep this information. So if it is required, then only we will go with it. Otherwise, generally copy into the table from our stage area. This one we will use from the stage directly. Okay. Now what we have done till here, whenever the file is available in our stage, so it can be a named stage, table stage, or so user stages, anything from our local system, we are loading file to stage first. From the stage, we are loading into the table, right? This is the process what we are using to implement this. So we are using a put command, right? Put command to upload the file. This we are going to use it for upload the file. This is for put command. Okay. Now our requirement is, suppose already the data is available in your Snowflake tables. We need to pick the data and then we need to keep the data into your local system. It means if you come here, let's run the data here. If you check how many records we have these many 12 records, around 12 records is available here, right? 12 records. These 12 records already available in your stage, sorry, already available in your table. We need to download this particular data into our local system. Understand, right? Reverse process. In simple way, if you want to tell, see this one, we have a download option, right? Generally, if you want this, whatever the data available in these tables, if you want this data into your local system, what we can do is just click on download option here. See this one, download option. When you are downloading the data, you have two options. One is tab separated value, another one is a comma separated value. Comma separated values. See this one, comma separated value are given. When I click on export, what will happen? Whatever the data is available in this table, right? So emp underscore, so metadata table, this particular thing. So this particular data, it's now you have downloaded. Now it is available in a local file. Observe this one. In this particular file, the data is available. You can able to see all the data. It means we have downloaded that particular data from the table to our local system, right? When you are downloading. But one thing, if you remember, so when you are uploading by using this upload option for the table, any table, by using this load table option, there is a restriction, right? Greater than 50 MB of the file, we cannot load. That's why we are working with a put command, right? We are working with put command. Same way, when you come here, we have a data here. If you want to download this, here also, if your file is greater than 50 MB, if you are trying to download huge volume of the records, okay, let's say 10,000 or 20,000 records, whatever it may be, you cannot download if your file size is greater than 50 MB. Then what you need to do is, we have to use get command. We have to use get command. To do that, we will call it as a unloading the data. We can call that as unloading the data. So this one, unload the data. Let me remove this particular file, not required. Unloading the data. To unload the data, what we have to do? Here, to upload the data, file to stage, stage to the table. So here we have used a put command. Now, already the data is available in the table. This particular thing also, when you want to unload here, first we need to keep it in a stage. Then we need to use that into file. When you are using that reverse process, you have to use get command to download. To download. To upload, we are going to use a put command. To download, we have to use a get command. And table to stage, stage to file. So directly you cannot able to keep the table to so file. So we have to keep it in stage area. From the stage, so you can able to download it to the our the local file. This is the process. Now let's observe this. So here already, so we have file in some stages, right? These are the, so three files is available in the named stage, right? What we will do is we will remove these files, and then we will keep the exact file, or we can pick any others table also for this emp detail. Now if you observe preview data, we have around 12 records. Okay, let's check list at the rate. This is a table stage we have used emp detail. If you check, do you have any files here in the stage area? No, so we can use this one. Okay, so this particular whatever the data available in the emp detail table, we need to download it, this particular data, into our local system by using our download option, by using download option, nothing but by using get option. Okay, now let's come to that. For that, what we have to do is completely, it's a reverse process where your data is available. Our data is available in our table, right? When the data is available in the table, what we need to do? First, we need to keep the data from the table to our stage area, right? What is the stage? emp details. We will use at the rate copy into the table. What is the table here? Stage. Copy into the stage. This is the, we will use this stage. Copy into this particular stage from, what is the table here? emp detail. Now observe this. Now what it will understand is, it is telling that we are telling to this copy into this particular stage from the table. Previously what we are using, copy into the table from the stage area when you are uploading. Now here we are downloading. So what we have to do is, if you check in the stage area, we don't have any files. See this one. Now the data is available in the table. See this one. Data is available in the table. What we are telling is copy from this particular table, copy into this particular stage area. This is a table stage. We can use this, right? And so this is the, so file format. Now observe this, what will happen? Whatever the data is available in this emp detail table, it will load that into this particular stage area. Now check the stage. Now check the stage. See this one. The by default it has generated a one file, and then file is available. So this file contains all the 12 records, right? Okay, the file is available in stage now. Now what is the next step? From the stage to your local place, you need to download this particular file. So to do that, so we have to use a get command. Observe this one. Get from, what is the stage here? This is the stage. Now it is available in the stage area, right? Get from this stage, and then keep that file into this particular location. So let me copy the location where we need to keep the file. Okay, let's pick the file and then keep this into this particular location. Now let me change this. Now this is the location, right? So where we need that particular file. What we are doing, we are downloading. We are downloading, or we can call it as a unloading. Downloading or unloading. See this, get from this particular stage. So keep this file so into this particular location. Whatever the file is available here in this particular stage area, so pick it and then so keep it into this particular stage. Previously, when we are using put command, we are going to upload the file. Input command, what we are doing, we are uploading the file from this stage to, so from this path to this stage area. When you are using get command, we are downloading the file. this particular file from this particular area, download it into this particular stage. Now, when you run get command, see this one again, put and get will not work in UI. Remember this. So this is the interview question. Put command and get commands will not work in user interface. To implement this, what we will do, we will connect it to this command line and then we are going to execute it here. Now observe this one. It's not copied properly. Let me copy one more time. See this. Now copy, come here, execute it here. Observe this one. What happened? What it is telling? Downloaded. Previously, when you are using put command, all these things it is telling that uploaded. Now what we are doing? We are using a get command. We are getting the file. So from this particular stage to this particular path, right? This is download option, downloaded or unloaded. Now if you check the file, see this one, file has been created. So when is the date? Just the timestamp, observe the timestamp, just now it has been created, right? Whatever the data is available in the table, so pull the data into our local system. We are downloaded or unloaded. For that, we are going to use a get command. To upload, we are going to use put command. Put and get both will not work in user interface. That's why we are connecting to this command prompt SnowSQL and then we are implementing here. Okay, this is about so how to work with a named stage. Now coming to this. So now what are the things we have discussed? So we saw that how to work with a user stage, how to work with a table stage, name stage. Okay, when you are loading the data into our snowflake tables, what all the validations we can able to perform, what all the validations we can perform here. So we will see that, we will see that. So so how to so implement the validations, how to try use cleansing option, how to validate whether the file is correct file or not. All these things we will see in the next session. Once that is completed, then we will jump into next class. So next to next class onwards, we will jump into actual features and functionality of the Snowflake. Okay, first to understand those things, we have to be familiar with. So what are the load options we have, how to load the data into the Snowflake tables. So once we are familiar with this, then remaining things all very easy. The all the functionalities and all the features. So those things every time we are going to work with user interface only. So we will not come to our command prompt. So our SnowSQL, and then we will work with this every time. So for all the other features, so remaining classes, we will work with our user interface. Okay, I'm requesting everyone. So till now, whatever we have discussed, right? Please practice at least 1 or 2 times. Okay. Any questions in this particular session in name stage?
In the stage area, whatever the file is there, we have downloaded to the stage area, right, from
Hmm,
the user interface.
correct.
Now, if we want to see the contents of that file, can we
Hmm.
see
If you want to see the
contents
this
of that
particular,
file in the stage area?
no, not possible.
It
Just
is
it's a
not
file.
possible.
It's a zipped file. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. But now you have downloaded that into the laptop, right? That
Correct.
is in that directory. So
Mm,
if you
mm.
want to see there, it is also a zip file, right?
It is also zip file. You need to unzip, then we can able to see.
Oh, okay.
Always when it is uploading, it will be in a zip file format. If you observe, once you uploaded, see this one, it's zipped file, right? This is
Yeah.
always stage area what we discussed. It will be charged from the Snowflake. That's why we won't keep any data in the stage area more than 14 days. Automatically it will be purged, it will be removed by default. The best practices is once the file is loaded, we are going to remove this the manually, right? So that is one of the best practice instead of keeping that in a stage area. We will see that. So in a purge command, when we are working with in the next session, we will use the purge command. There we will discuss all these things. Any other questions from anyone? Let me check it in chat window. When you are practicing, if you are facing any questions, so you can text me or you can ask me here. Okay, fine guys, no issues. If you have anything, so please let me know.
I have one
Okay,
more
please
question.
practice. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, see, in the this thing like
Hmm.
you saw the properties of that stage area, right?
Named stage,
Yeah,
yes.
name the stage area. Can we
Hmm.
see the properties of the table stage area as well as the user stage area?
Coming to that. So this one, what we have done, describe stage. This is a named stage, which we have created, right?
Yeah.
Same way, describe stage. Can you able to see the named stage? See this we have created at the rate percentage emp dtl. This is a table stage. See this one,
Okay.
not possible, right? So
Yeah.
internal this one, user stage and then table stage will not have this all the properties. That these properties only applicable for the named stage only. Okay, that's why most of the time we will use a named stage only.
Okay.
Okay, good one. Yeah, good question. Okay, guys, thank you. Yeah, bye. Please practice and let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.